Child, this hair is fire. What's up, Raglan Squad? It's your girl JD Dior back with another tutorial. Let me say this, I am on a roll, honey. I'm uploading and videoing and filming. It's a lot of work, but it is so worth it because I feel like I'm just being so creative and I'm in that creative space and I just don't want to hold back. So if I'm feeling the urge to video, I'm gonna definitely video. I don't care if it's in the same day or not. But yeah. Enough of that. Listen, if you are new here to this channel, please make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you guys would never miss an upload from me. But today's look came from an inspiration from another YouTuber. Her name is Kyra Knox, and I'm going to actually put her Instagram, and I believe it's also her YouTube name as well, up here. And I'm going to also show you the look, which I'm about to place right here. And this is the look, y'all, that inspired me to come on out to the Glam Sham and pull out the new palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills featuring Amerzy. And I hope I'm saying her name right, but she's also another YouTuber here. And I'm going to show you the palette really quick, and it's super pretty. I got it about a week ago, but just never had a chance to really play with it. But we're going to change that today, right? But y'all, this palette is gorgeous, okay? And instantly when you're looking at it, it could be overwhelming because you have like a pop of color, you have a lot of pinks, you have some plum shades, some browns, you have a black eyeshadow, and you know, it's really playful, it's really springtime, it's really pretty. So this is going to be the first look that we're going to create or recreate from out of this palette. So thank you, Kyra. Shout out to you for inspiring the girl, okay? And if you have not subscribed to her channel, make sure you go ahead and do so because she's dope. And you know, we all here to support each other. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this video. But before we do, please go ahead and subscribe, okay? It takes a lot of work, guys. And the more support I receive, the more appreciative I am. Because I'm going to be bringing you different looks. I'm going to be bringing you natural glam, red carpet glam. I'm going to be bringing you everything that your little heart desires. Okay? So, until next time, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Alright guys, I already did my base and my brows off camera. We're just going to jump right into this eyeshadow. The first eyeshadow we're going to go in with is New Yorker. I believe that's how you pronounce that. I know I have like a little slang to it, but yeah, I really like this shade, y'all. It's a really good transitional color, and I feel like you could just put this all over the lid and put a little bit of liner on lashes and you are good to go. Now I'm really just taking that color and pressing it into my crease before blending it. And by doing this, y'all, this technique, this will eliminate any fallout that may fall out on your face. But fortunately, this palette is not giving me any fallout, so that's an A for me, you know, an A plus for me. I'm really going to focus that New Yorker color right at the bridge of my nose, right there in the beginning of my brows. I really just like that look. So, and now I'm just going to do the same thing that I did on the other side to this side and just really focusing on building up that color. And like I said, this is a really pretty transitional shade. So if you have not purchased this palette, I can tell you offhand, it's really worth the money. Now I'm going to take 1988, which is a reddish brown eyeshadow, and I am going to place that in the crease right exactly where I had placed New Yorker. And I'm just going to blend that into the New Yorker eyeshadow. Now I'm just going to take 1988 and do the same thing on the other side. I wonder where Amerzy got the name 1988. If anybody know the backstory behind that name, whether it was the year she was born or whatever the case may be, y'all let me know down in the comment section. And I'm just really working that coloring in, building up that pigmentation so we can move on to our next eyeshadow. Taking New Yorker, I'm just going to go back over everything, making sure everything blends into one another, making everything seamless as usual. Now, after all that blending, you should get something similar to this. Speaking of next eyeshadow, I'm going to take Cinema. I think that's how you say it. And I'm going to place that as if we're doing a halo eye. So I'm going to place that color on the outer V and inner V. And then I'm just going to slightly blend it in the center, combining the two. Now, just to make sure everything is blending together, I'm going back in with those first two shades that I used for transition and second transition, and I am just blending everything together. Here, I wanted to add a little bit more of that magenta color, which is called Sesma. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but we're going to move right along. It was looking a little bit too much on the brown side. So, yeah, I went back in with that same shade and a smaller blending brush. Now I'm just going to repeat the same steps on the other eye. Now for the lid, or in the center, I'm going to place Reezy, which is like a hot pink magenta shimmer shade. And before I do that, I'm going to go in with my NYX glitter primer. And this is just going to help make the eyeshadow vibrant and also keep it from transferring. Now, if you have hooded lids, you know exactly what I mean about eyeshadows transferring. Taking Resi and my MAC 242 brush, I'm just going to start applying that shimmer shade in the center of my eye. And then I decided, just to see what the pigmentation would be like with my fingers, I took Resi again and just started pressing it on. And I must say, I got better results with my finger. And now, just to get any areas that I wasn't able to with my finger, I'm going to go back in with the MAC 242 brush. And of course, I'm going to repeat the same steps on the other side. Going back in with Sesma, I'm going to go ahead and blend out those edges, making sure there's no harsh lines. And again, just making it, blend into each other. Taking Barbs, I'm going to place that right on top of Resi. And I really like this shade. I really think it brings out the shadow a little bit more. And yeah, I feel like it has a lot of green specks in it though, giving you that Barbie vibes. Now I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Chaos, and I'm going to line my waterline and underneath my lash line, just just prepping it for my next eyeshadow. Alright, y'all, for some reason I can't find a clip where I was showing you guys the Leo color that I am placing on top of Chaos. But if you go back to the thumbnail or even just the beginning of this video, you'll see the blue shade that I'm now placing underneath my lash line. Y'all, I do not have anything close to this blue that's in this palette in any other palettes. This is like one unique blue that I've came across, and I love it. Now I'm taking Sesma and I am placing that underneath Leo, and I'm just blending that out. Now I'm going back in with Barbs and placing it in my inner corner. Alright, so we're going to finish up these eyes, and I'm going to create a wing liner today. And normally I don't really wear wings because I just don't like how they look on my eyes. But I said, you know, we just going to wing it today and just pray for the best. But I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid eyeliner, and this is in black. The best advice I can give you guys when it comes to creating a wing is definitely take your time, for one. Two, don't start out making a line that's super big. Start out small, just kind of mapping it out first, and then gradually build the wing like I'm doing here. Taking what's left on my concealer brush, I'm just going to clean up that wing just a little bit, making it more sharper. For my lips, I'm going to take Buxom lip liner in Stakeout. This is like one of my favorite lip liners to use. You can also use the lip liners as just a lip stain and maybe put gloss on top. But yeah, so that's what we're doing here. To top this lip off, I'm going to take Smashbox Girl Gang, and I'm just going to place it in the center and then just blend it in with the liner. To clean up under my eye just a little and just make it, more flawless, I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in medium dark, and I'm just going to go over my under eyes and everywhere that I highlighted today. Now I'm going to take one of my favorite blushes, which is MAC Raisin, and I am just going to place that on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm also going to tie it in with my forehead, nose, and chin. To tie everything together, I'm going to spray my face with the Morphe Continuous Spraying Mist. Also going to make sure my makeup stay on all day. Now I'm going to take Fenty Beauty Matchstick and Rum. And I like using this just as a highlighter. I know some people would place this down and then actually put like a powder highlight on top. But I really just like using this just like this, honestly. I'm going to place that highlighter on the temples of my forehead, my nose, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. And to tie my highlighter into everything, I'm going to take my blush brush and just combine, just blend it together. And to give my skin more luminosity, I'm going to take my Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist spray, and I'm just going to spray pretty much like just exactly where I put that highlighter at. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and style my hair and change my shirt, and I'll be right back with the final look.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust.